laser, engraver, roller, assembly and first run on Sculpfun S30 Pro.
Today we're doing an upgrade on the Sculpfun S30 Pro. I've been nagging the wife for quite a while to do this, and she's finally got sick of me nagging and told me just to go and start buying the stuff. We've got two upgrades. We're going to do them separately. First is a roller kit. We've got it all set out here ready to go. Right. Then we're going to come in for the second upgrade, which I'm really excited about. So we're going to assemble this. First disclaimer, this is not an official Sculpfun roller kit. This is just a generic one that is compatible with this unit. Hopefully we don't have any problems with it. Let's get it assembled. We're going to set it up, use it for the first time, and we'll see how we go with it. Let's go. Right. Step one, the instructions, which are actually very poor, says about putting this pulley right on top of the servo motor. It says that it needs to have a gap of 9.3 millimeters. So we've got that set. Gonna get this on, and we'll try and continue. Honestly, these instructions are absolutely terrible. I suppose this is what you get when you don't get the official products. But let's see how we go. Got it on, run the exact gap. Shows that step one. Alright, step two, starting to put all these, this is called the gaskets. So they're classing these as gaskets. Right, when you buy these have got all the film because they've been protected as acrylic. So obviously I've already peeled them off. Now later on in the steps, it shows about these little bearings. If you try to put them in afterwards, I think you're going to have a lot of trouble. So I'm actually going to skip ahead. I'm going to put these in here now, and then that should save me a bit later on. Pretty tight fit, as they should be anyway. In there, press them in. Right, there is a flange on the outside there, so you can't actually go through too far. We're going to make sure that they're nice and flat. We'll do them for all four of those now. Right. So shows this one. You're going to run this one, runs onto the N2. We're going to go. There's also three different sizes of, they're calling them these little spacers. Right, there's actually three different sizes of these. You'll see them. So one's a 3mm, one's a 4mm, and one's a 5mm. Alright, so these ones here are running the 4mm. Comes with one of their own. That's the whole pattern that it shows. I've got on the outside, you'll see the bearing, how I have this extra flange on the outside, right? So it can't pull through. If you put it through the other way, there's more chance of you pulling it actually through as the roller's moving. So you've got to orientate them correctly. Right, now on the extension, right, they run down from the bottom. These ones also, these are now run the M5 gasket, so these are the bigger ones. So we'll get that in. Right. Try to get these as flat as you can on the bottom. If you've got that cockeye, then your whole roller will actually sit off on an angle on one side, and you won't actually get proper engraving on the top. So on the bottom there, just make sure it's nice and flat with the acrylic. All right, next step. So we're bringing this other piece of acrylic in, and it's orientated this way, and with the connection running out to the side that way. That way. It's got 4 slots and the 4 screws to go with it. Alright, it goes in there. Don't tighten them up, they're on a slide, because that is going to be part of our tensioning for the bell. Okay, so as long as you've got those in there, the servo mode's not going to fall out. Just leave that as it is for now. Next rollers, now on this side, end, 2 showing, and then 1 end here. Okay, that's the orientation. Now for the tensioner, we've got a tensioner that runs in here. So it shows this one on the back. This right now. So we've got the bolt, a washer that goes straight on there first. Right, into the roller. Then let's have a look at what it wants. Then it wants the second washer. Second washer. Spacer. Then through, and then into the back nut. There's not much thread on that. Okay, And we'll be able to roll that back and forth for the tensioner. Okay, one part done. Let's have a look at the other. Now once these two frames put together, right, it shows to tighten all these up. So what I can see, if you tighten these up, there's no way of getting these rollers in here. So I think I'm going to leave that loose, and let's see if I can get these rollers in first. These are the rollers. One long side, one short side. So let's see which one it says. Okay, long side goes towards the front, which is where the stepper motor is. You can't do it with this in, so the instructions even aren't correct. I'm going to get this back off and get those rollers in. Okay. We have these little, they're calling them a stock collar. On the short side, which is on the back of the roller, that's where they're going to go on. Slide on, and then we're going to tighten down the little grub screw, and that should keep all that in line there. Roll's done, secure. Okay, belt. Okay, I'm going to tighten down the fork of the motor, and I'm going to try and centralize it. It shows nothing else in here, but I don't know why there'll be a slide if it doesn't need to be. And then I'll pull this one out, it'll tension that belt and tighten that one down. Belt back on, let's try it again. Pulling tension. Make sure holding from the back of it, hold tension on there. Alright. Get the cable on, do some adjusting inside the box here so I can even fit it, and let's see how it runs. Alright, welcome to Frankenstein's monster here. Obviously this is not how I'm going to run it. You know, I needed to get the height. So I've assembled the roller platform. What the instructions don't tell you if you go and buy this particular one is which side all this needs to go, whether it's from the side to where the original stepper is or whether it's out to the original of your x-axis. So that was just a hit and miss until I got the right one. Now the cable that it came with here, right, comes up and plugs into the original stepper motor wiring.
Now there's an extension here which you need to use because otherwise your male and female don't line up. Now originally I used the white one, which because it comes with both. The white one in my case would not spin the stepper motor down here. It was making a grinding noise and I couldn't figure out what was going wrong. As soon as I got rid of this white one and plugged that black one in there, I was fine. Right, I was back up and running again. The height wise, I needed to gain an extra 100 mil on top of the original legs, whatever they are, because I haven't measured them. That's what I needed to get for the roller height and to fit my mug in there. I'll set it up and show you it running there. I did do test platform, plus just you using the text there. So I did 1300 millimeters per minute, 60% power, and that seemed to be the right platform. What I did do is, if you can see it there, there's a mark just on the edge. When I line that up, you got to try and get that in the middle of your laser. All right. So mark here. I did a mark here because I've already cleaned it on the other end up in here. And then you got to try and line it up because obviously I haven't got my. All this is about to be changed. So all this is all new. This is not how I've ever run any platform on my laser machine. So I don't know what square. So by running a mark here, I could run the laser head back and forward until I had that nice and lined up. A little bit of stuff to do in Lightburn to get it to run, which I'll show you quickly, and then I'll show you a quick test run. Alright, in Lightburn, first thing we need to do is we need to have this enable rotary come up on our screen here, so that whenever you want to do it, all you do is click on that, and at least it enables that you've changed your stepper motor to the one that runs on the rotary. So to add that, we go Edit, Settings, and on the Display tab. Alright, so show rotary enable on the main window, which is that one, the option I just showed you. Okay, so you need that on there first. Now, desirable, let's run device settings, and let me see where it is, the laser fire button. By turning both of these on, and I only run 1%, when you're framing, at least you can see your job, how far around on your object that it's going to turn. So I suggest you enable both of those, and I think by memory it's shift button when you click the frame fires that laser at 1%. Right. Next, laser tools, rotary setup. The one that we have here is a roller. We need to enable it, and we need to mirror. Now, the roller diameter. The roller diameter is the diameter of the object in which you're going to be lasering. Let me check. Alright, so measuring from here to here, in my case, is 72.7 millimeters. So input that into there, and also input it into the object diameter, and click the test button. The test button gives you the circumference, and it's that measurement there which comes up the millimeters per rotation. So as long as you do that and click OK, you are now set, ready for using your roller. Now the other thing that you can't run it from 0, 0, 0 using all the normal coordinates on your machine. We need to sit there and to change it to current position. Okay, current position. Doesn't matter how you do it. I normally do mine in the center. You'll see that it's got the dot here. If you do your job right in the center of there, and put that in the middle of, say, right there, firing obviously from the top, come down in here, then it can frame either left or right, whatever, to get your job to be complete. You do that there, you should have no dramas. I'm just going to do a quick little run on here. I'm going to put this one back into the machine, and I'll show you it working. There you go. You're perfect. So as the settings I used, 1300 millimeters per minute, 60% power. All right, thanks for watching.